Hey guys, and welcome back to another new Animal Crossing video. I'm Crossing Channel, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look at an amazing money making trick that has returned in Animal Crossing New Horizons. If you guys are excited for this video, be sure to leave a like to show support, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more Animal Crossing videos. Now, let's get straight into this. So if you guys didn't know, one of the absolute best ways to make money in Animal Crossing New Horizons is two bugs, the Tarantula and the Scorpion. Now both of these guys are pretty dang rare, and you can only find them at certain times from 8 PM or 7 PM actually I believe until 4 AM during certain months of the year. Now as you can see by the list on screen, the Tarantula has returned to Animal Crossing New Horizons Northern Hemisphere players for the first time in a while. It's been absent since pretty much April, so it's good to see it finally come back, and now players can go hunting for those Tarantula Islands again to find tarantulas and make a whole bunch of money off them, which will definitely be helpful to those of you who maybe haven't played the game for so long, maybe haven't played the game since release and want to get a hold of this bug, maybe even just for your museum, or maybe you want to actually just get all the bells off it, because these guys sell for 8,000 bells, which is a whole ton and makes them incredibly useful. But don't worry, you're not being left out if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, because you guys get back the Scorpion, which will be available until April. So the Scorpion has come back for Southern Hemisphere players. You guys can go hunt for the Scorpion Island. And again, these work the exact same. You'll get yourself 8,000 bells for selling them, and you can find them from 7 PM to 4 AM. These two are pretty much the same bug, just with different, looks to them. So, and they work obviously opposite to each other. So depending on where you're at in the world, this schedule is going to look opposite depending on whether you're Southern or Northern. So it's pretty cool, and it's definitely exciting that these guys have returned. They certainly make a lot of bells for players. So I'm sure you guys will have a lot of fun hunting for these and getting tons and tons of bells from them, as you can really make a big profit from these guys. And that's not all either. I'm going to go over some tips how you can make even more money from these two bugs, which are currently available to find depending on your region. So, of course, one of the main ways you're going to want to find them is on your own island. You're probably going to see these appearing every now and then as you're hunting around for different types of bugs. Again, they will appear quite late. One thing to keep in mind is that scorpions and tarantulas don't tend to appear on islands that are full of stuff. So if your island is heavily terraformed and decorated and it's got stuff everywhere, you're going to have much less likely chances of them spawning. I rarely ever see them spawn on my island anymore. I haven't seen a tarantula or a scorpion in literally so long on my own island. So that may not be the most useful tip for players, but either way, your own island, you will see them passively from time and time again, especially if your island isn't heavily decorated. So for those of you players who haven't been playing for too long, this can be a really good way to get a lot of bells just hunting around your island for different bugs. Another fantastic way to get these would be from the Scorpion or Tarantula Island, which you can find on the mystery tours. Of course, you're going to need to use your Nook Mile tickets to go to those, and hopefully you may run into the rare Tarantula or Scorpion Island, which will just be full of these guys. So you'll know it when you see it, because you're going to see them literally everywhere. Now, the best part about these islands is you can obviously fill up your pockets with them, which is really fantastic. And if they do sting you and you pass out, you'll just be put back to the beginning of the island. You won't be kicked off the island, so you can just keep going back and keep hunting them. If you fail, that's fine. A good tip for actually catching these guys is to approach them very slowly. Just edge your joystick towards them and hold your net out. And of course, when you see the tarantula start to wiggle or the scorpion start to wiggle, that means it's about to attack you. So you want to stop yourself until it stops wiggling. Then you can inch forward even more until you get close enough to hit it. So that's a really good tip for getting these guys. And again, they are so worth it. And it's just really fun to go to these islands, because honestly, seeing so many of them on one island is really cool and definitely one of my favorite things in the game. Now, once you've got a ton of these, what you're going to want to do is sell them to Flick. Flick, of course, will appear during random times on your island each week. You may get CJ instead, which is always a bit annoying if you're trying to get rid of those tarantulas and scorpions. But of course, if you do see Flick, definitely be sure to sell your tarantulas and scorpions to him, as he'll give you an extra profit for them, and you can honestly make hundreds of thousands of bells in one go. This is a really great way to make a whole ton of money. So if you need to pay off that house, or if you just want to stockpile the money and you don't fancy doing turnips or something like that, this is a really good way to make a whole bunch of bells, and Flick definitely helps that a lot. So I would love for you guys to tell me in the comment section down below, how do you prefer to make bells in Animal Crossing New Horizons? Have you ever used this tip to make a lot of bells in the game before? I'd love you to let me know how it works for you, and I really appreciate you guys all tuning in. If you want to help support the channel, click the join button down below the video to become a member of the Bobs Gang. You can get a whole bunch of cool perks for doing so, and it really helps me out and the whole channel a bunch, so be sure to check that link out or click join. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more Animal Crossing videos. You can check out even more videos on the right side of the screen if you want to, and once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.